Welcome back to Rise Up, Voices from the Front Lines. I am Krista Fee, and today we are stepping into the messy middle of what so many trauma-impacted people mistake for love, the trauma bond. This episode is called When Chemistry is Chaos because intensity is not intimacy, and if you have ever found yourself deeply attached to someone who hurts you, confuses you, or makes you question your worth, you are not alone. Let's talk about why chaos can feel like home, why your nervous system can't always tell the difference between danger and desire, and how we start to break the cycle without shame, without self-blame, and without bypassing the very real grief that comes with letting go of trauma-coded connection. So what even is trauma bonding? Trauma bonding happens when your nervous system becomes emotionally attached through cycles of stress, unpredictability, and intermittent validation. It doesn't always involve abuse. Sometimes it's a pattern of intense connection, withdrawal, panic, and then reconnection on a loop. Your brain confuses the emotional spike of conflict and repair with closeness. You think this must be love, but really it's your limbic system trying to recreate early attachment patterns that never felt safe to begin with. This isn't about being broken or codependent. It's about your biology doing exactly what it was trained to do. So here are some signs that you're in a trauma bond. Here are some things I often hear from people stuck in trauma bonded dynamics. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's not, I'm in hell. I don't even know who I am without them. I feel addicted to the highs and crushed by the lows. Even when I know it's bad for me, I can't let go. Does any of this sound familiar? That's not love. That's limbic entanglement. It's the nervous system clinging to what's familiar, even if it's harmful. Let me be clear. Trauma bonds are not your fault, but they are your responsibility to heal from because your future self depends on it. Why your body confuses chaos with love. Let's look at this through a trauma-informed and neuroscience-backed lens. Your nervous system learns through pattern, not logic. If your early caregivers were inconsistent, loving one moment and rejecting the next, your developing brain wired that instability as normal. It became the blueprint. That means when you meet someone who activates those same emotional highs and lows, it feels like home. Not because it's safe, but because it's familiar. This is called neuroception, your body's unconscious way of scanning for safety. But after trauma, that system gets glitchy. What's familiar gets labeled as safe, even when it's not. So let me share a story. With her permission, we're going to call her Samantha. She had a history of chaotic relationships. The last one was off the charts. They broke up 6 times in a year, and every reunion felt like soulmates colliding. Every argument felt like war. Samantha said, he felt like my person. He knew exactly how to touch the part of me that felt invisible, but he also knew how to disappear. When we worked together, we mapped the timeline. Every high was followed by a rupture. Every rupture reinforced the need for reunion. It wasn't connection, it was chemical reinforcement. Once she learned to identify her triggers, regulate her body before reacting, and build safe support outside of the relationship, she finally walked away. Not because she stopped loving him, but because she started loving herself more. Here are some tools to break the trauma bond. If this is hitting close to home, here are some tactical trauma-informed tools to help you start loosening the grip. Name it. Say it out loud. This isn't love. This is a nervous system loop. Naming the pattern gives you back power. Regulate before reconnecting. When you feel the pull, pause, breathe, move, and ask, is this connection or compulsion? Practice reality over fantasy. Write down what actually happens in the relationship, not what you hope for, not what it could be, but what is. Let the withdrawal move through. It will feel like detox. That ache, it's the wound trying to heal. Don't rush to fill it. Let it clear. Build new safety. Safe relationships will feel boring at first. That's not bad. That's your nervous system recalibrate. Let boring become beautiful. You deserve more than survival love. You were not born to be a fixer, a chaser, or an emotional contortionist. You were born to be met. You were wired for connection, not chaos. And while trauma bonds can feel powerful, the most powerful thing you'll ever do is choose to break the pattern. Choose yourself to say, I want love that feels like safety, not adrenaline. If you're in the process of untangling a trauma bond, be gentle. This is hard work, but you are not broken. You're brilliant. Your nervous system just needs new data, and that starts now. Join the Rise Up Relationship Reset community. Ready to build emotional safety from the inside out? Learn the trauma-informed tools to break these old patterns and reconnect to yourself. This is Rise Up Voices from the Front Lines, and thank you for walking this path with me.